for Backpacks Magazine. I'm Milano with Fresh Foodies.
I'm Emily from Food Lover's Diary.
I'm Jessica from Cheat Day Eats.
I'm Orlando with Butcher Bar.
I'm Pitmaster Matthew Katakis, Butcher Bar, LES, Butcher Bar Astoria, Butcher Bar Worldwide.
We're taking over and we're picking out. We just finished a full pig roast. It's over here. And now we're moving on to some 4th of July eats with some classic dishes. Some of Butcher Bar Astoria and Lower East Side classics. And we're actually going to start with a moonshine shot.
So
That's how I like to start my day.
So if you're lucky enough and you come at the right time, that's when I'm around, you'll probably get a free shot of moonshine on me to accompany the wonderful barbecue that we do here. So ladies,
This one is apple pie flavor.
happy summer to you all.
Cheers.
Cheers!
To Butcher Bar.
Woo!
That has a kick to it.
That is
butter.
amazing.
So there's nothing like moonshine and barbecue. It goes hand in hand, and that's what we do here at Butcher Bar.
So what do we have here with us,
Tell
Chef?
us about the spread.
Alright, so here we have a couple of items that we serve here in the restaurant. We have our wings, buffalo sauce.
There's smoked and fried.
Yep. We have some beer battered pickled chips. And then next we have our Monster, which is what we're really known for. It's brisket, pulled pork. It's topped with coleslaw, pickles, onions, and our habanero sauce. Alright. We also have some nice rack of ribs, some pulled pork. This is one of a really good special. And then the show is where everybody comes in is our burn ends. This will change your life. You come in, you try it, and you never want to leave again.
I want my life to be changed.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Can I get that?
And then we have some sliders that we made, pulled pork. We did a little pig inspired with a little pineapple.
How is it?
She can't talk, it's that good.
So don't miss those sliders. Those are special for today for the pig. There are luau sliders. They're available for any catering. They have pineapple and some other stuff the chef came up with. We have our half-baked mac and cheese here that we are famous for as well. And that's it. I mean, it's all about comfort here at Butcher Bar.
So what?
And you know, we invite you all to come and try it or hire us for a pig roast.
These burnt ends are super intriguing to me. For those watching who don't know what burnt ends are, can we explain what the burnt ends are?
Sure, I'll tell you. These are called double smoked beef burnt ends, aka meat candy, and
hold
that's
it up.
trademark.
Meat candy.
Meat candy. Do not steal this. Do not steal this.
Look at that char.
If you haven't been to Butcher Bar, you have to come early. If you're not here by 6 or 6:30 every day, we're out of them. Don't complain. Don't go to Yelp complaining. Fresh barbecue runs out daily. Okay? We don't serve you yesterday's barbecue. This right here takes 16 hours to make. 16 hours. That's what we do. We are passionate. We are serious about our food, where it comes from, how we prepare it, and how we give it to you. And it's all about hospitality here, ladies.
We can see that. The burnt ends literally break apart in your mouth. They're like butter.
Unreal.
So when you say double smoked, you prep them with your special proprietary seasoning.
Right. Well,
smoke
let me
them.
explain the double smoke. People say, why are they double smoked? What
Right.
happens is you have a 15 to 20 pound brisket, and on top is a fat cap that's inedible. So what happens is when about 8 to 12 hours, depending on the size of the brisket is done. Down in Texas, they'll serve you fatty brisket, which is still a gelatinous slob of kind of fat. In Kansas City and in New York City, what we do is basically take off the decal and reapply our proprietary rub, throw it back in the smoker and smoke it for 2 or 4 hours or even 6 depending on the size. And that's why it's double smoked, and it takes all day, almost a whole day to prepare that and give you that love.
And it's a special cut, right? You
we-
cube it from
Yeah.
the little points of the brisket.
Right, it's sliced up and cubed up and it's served in cubes, and it's called burn ends because it's kind of burnt on top with smoke. It's not, it never touches the fire. It's secondary.
I completely understand why they're called meat candy. It really tastes like candy. It falls apart in your mouth. It's a little sweet. It has the char. It's just like, it's a standout. That was amazing.
And tell us about this one.
This is a pulled pork slider that we made today. Like he said, it's a luau special. We have a little bit of coleslaw in there with some pineapple with brown sugar. It just gives you a little sweet, savory kind of feel.
All right, so who's going to try the pulled pork?
Me.
It's all down. Can't say no to that. Actually, sweet and savory is my favorite combo.
All
A
right.
little bit of both. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Pulled pork cheers.
Aloha.
Aloha pork.
Oh my god.
Mm.
I've never had pineapple with pork before.
Carlos says, beautiful girls eating meat. Is this real or a dream?
Well, it must be a dream because we're on the sidewalk of Astoria and we're roasting the pig right on the sidewalk. I don't know when you're going to see that again. That's what we do here at Butcher Bar. We like to keep it fresh.
It's like the best thing I've had.
We need a show like co-hosts over there.
All right, guys.
Vernon?
Does anyone have questions like what they're cooking out on this weekend, 4th of July, and how to prepare it?
Yeah, what would be, Chef, what would be an easy, you know, you don't have all the equipment to roast a whole hog. What do you think is some fun, easy, relatively easy recipes for 4th of July?
Well, what we like to do, I mean, not everybody has a pig rotisserie or a caja de china or all the other different ways we like to roast our pigs, or a smoker, for example. But what you can do is get a nice suckling pig, go to a butcher you can trust that's going to get you a nice animal, and basically remember to brine and then rub them down, throw them in the oven, and you'll be able to kind of come close to what we do. If you'd like, we'll come to your house and do it too. Everything can be negotiated.
Can you come to my house?
Yeah, of course.
My
Of course.
apartment? How about the apartment?
We've done barbecues on farms, in the Hamptons, and even a New York City apartment.
And
one
even
bedroom.
on Master of None. They're on Master of
Oh
None
yes,
this
tell us about
season.
Master of None.
Master of None hired us to roast a whole hog. We did it rotisserie style. We're in season 2, episode 3.
It's when they go to the smorgasbord.
We go to the smorgasbord and we play Tickler's Barbecue. I myself become Tickler, so you'll see me on episode 3.
Yep. So basically
And,
what we're saying is this barbecue is good enough that Master of None broke halal for us.
That's right, Aziz Ansari converted, even though this
That's
is
what we're
haram. He ended up devouring almost the whole pig. So,
Okay, I have one more question.
Sure.
How do you eat barbecue and not get it all over your face?
well, that's the whole thing. I think you're supposed to get it all over you.
So it's okay?
Yeah, we'll give you sanitary wipes and all that stuff. Don't worry about
Embrace
it.
it.
Yeah.
Embrace it. So I have a question about these ribs, which I just kind of also really want to.
Why don't you try one?
So I'm gonna go ahead and try one, and I want to hear how these are made. I'm obsessed with ribs, and these look fall off the bone. They're just coming off. Let's take a
Well, I'm
bite.
going to correct you. We have fall off the bone ribs here at the store. These
Oh.
are competition style St. Louis cut ribs. And what I want you to do is take a bite. Take a bite, a real big bite. And what
guys.
competition? People say, what are competition ribs?
We're gonna go toe to toe.
They're supposed to leave a bite, and you see it doesn't
Yes,
fall off.
wait.
Falling
I
off the
want
bone
that.
is a New York City style of barbecue, and we do that here for our New York City folk. But the real competition rib has to have that bite. So when you bite into it, it leaves a mark. It leaves your mouth bite. That's
It really does.
competition,
That's interesting.
and we've won many an award for this rib right here.
I heard it's
Ladies,
not
what do you
supposed to
think?
fall
What do you
off,
think?
right?
I'm already almost done.
Well, you need a napkin because you got some sauce over there.
That's okay, right?
That's
We were
right. That's
embracing
right.
it.
I'm
It's
embracing
okay.
it.
We did a pig party yesterday on Brooklyn Grange, a great rooftop farm right here in Long Island City, and they had a hose. You said, how do you we ate with our hands? It was called Pull Your Own Pork Party, and then they had the hose right there, so you washed your hands. So there's no way to get dirty when you're eating barbecue.
I like it. I like getting dirty.
These are made with the dry rub, right?
Yeah, these
Yeah,
are just
dry.
dry rub. Rub them. Well, you have to clean them. Chef, tell them what you do when the ribs.
And what's
how
in
you
the dry
prepare
rub?
them.
So the dry rub is made of.
Well, before that, tell them when
Okay,
the ribs
so you
come
get
in.
in a rack of ribs. The first thing you're gonna do is it's called the silver skin. On the back side, it's an inedible piece of skin. You're gonna remove that, and that's very important because once you go into biting it, that's gonna get in your teeth if you don't remove it, and you can't chew it. So that's like very important step. Remove the.
That's a
silver
beginner
skin.
step 1. Remove the silver skin from the ribs.
If you
Go
don't
ahead.
do it, you're amateur. You need to learn your barbecue.
Orlando's
that.
from Texas.
Austin, Texas. Born and
This is
raised.
like he has the roots to back his claims here.
What's next, Chef? After the
Next,
silver
after
skin?
that, then you're ready to rub them down. So you go ahead and make your rub.
Or buy ours.
Or you can just get some of ours. But my rub right here consists of like paprika, 3 different types of sugars. We have white pepper, brown pepper, and a little bit of celery salt. It gives it a different like hint of flavor. And then we just smoke them. These go into the smoker about 250 for about 3 to 4 hours, and they come out and you have your magic.
Verdict? They are good.
Oh yeah.
Again, we're at Butcher Bar doing 4th of July dishes here. Do you have questions on 4th of July?
Actually, I think someone who missed some of the pig. How long will a pig like that need to cook?
So basically, this pig is a 50-pound pig, and he's still not overly done. What we like to do is eat him like a savage. That's the best way to eat a rotisserie pig. What does that mean? We pick at it. Okay. At some point when he's ready, we're gonna take him off the spit, and we're gonna, you know, chop him up. But for right now, the best way is just to take a piece. And here's a lady. Would you like to try some? It's a little hot. Be careful. But let's get a reaction from a stranger walking down the sidewalk. What do you think, ma'am?
I love it.
She loves it. She loves it. You'd like to try it too? Would you like to try it? Sure. We'll give you a little piece here too, guys. You don't know what you're missing. Facebook Live right here. Maxim Magazine. Be careful. It's a little hot, but don't be scared. And let me know what you think.
Now, can the cameraman try some?
The cameraman? Yes, of course. I'm sorry? Orders to go. We'll talk after we're done, but we'll take care of you. Here you go, cameraman. Here's a little piece for you.
How do you feel?
What do you think?
It's amazing.
He's happy, guys.
He's happy. He's smiling, and we're just partying here on the sidewalk on 30th Avenue with the pig.
I'm gonna have order to go for my husband.
We'll talk after. You see, when you're
She
roasting a
wants
pig
some
on the
now.
sidewalk,
Yeah.
be careful because you can't stop them from attacking you. It's savage, it's beautiful. People forget where their meat comes from. And at Butcher Bar, we love to remind them that, hey, you have to respect the animal. You have to respect your food. You have to respect where the food comes from. And that's what we're all about here. And I'm going to take a piece now because I can't help myself. And the first thing you taste when you taste it is the brine. So this is luscious, beautiful smoke coming off of the oak that we're using. And then you have the brine. It's a magical, magical experience. If you've never had a roasted pig, you really, really have to try it. There's nothing that can compare it to it.
All right, I think we're. You guys ready to sign off?
Well, we're gonna first, before we sign off, we want to take a bite of the monster. I think it's important.
We were just not sure if we can get our mouths around it.
All right, we're gonna do this. 1. I got this.
Are you sure?
Yep, let's do it.
Oh, yeah. What's inside the monster, Orlando?
Monster, we have brisket, pulled pork, our house-made coleslaw, pickles, and onions, and our house-made habanero sauce. So it gets a little spicy, but it's not crazy.
I taste the spice.
I do. I did feel a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
I like that brisket.
And the onions.
This is for the
pickles,
indecisive person that wants a little bit of everything.
And then that's me.
By the way, we have a word in Greek. It's called lukumi. L-O-U-K-O-U-M-I. And that's the word, I can't even tell you what it means in English, but that's how we describe this. What that morsel,
again?
lukumi.
Lukumi.
I feel
Luscious.
like that's umami.
She's Greek. Are you Greek? Please explain lukumi to the audience.
It's very sweet, and it has powdered sugar outside. I don't know how it's gonna make it.
But we also say it when it's a great morsel of food. The Greeks say lukumi. And this is what we have today, guys.
All the Greeks with the pork, forget it.
They love it.
I want order to go.
There you go. There you go.
Welcome to Astoria. What else are we eating?
I know. I don't want to stop it. It's so good.
Okay.
Alana, you need some of this.
Alana, you do need the
Oh,
monster.
Karika.
No one has any questions?
Yeah, no question.
Well, they want to know about the. They like the questions about the pig. What about the internal temperature, chef?
The internal temperature right now, what you're looking to hit for the whole pig, around like 180. That's when meat really starts to break down. You have your all the fatty and connective tissues start to melt, and that's when you get to your pulled pork steak.
Gotcha. So, well, thank you guys.
We love Maxim Magazine. Let's not forget, ladies, we love Maxim Magazine. Together.
One more time.
1, 2, 3. We love Maxim Magazine. Thanks for having us on, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, we gotta go eat.
Butcher Bar, LES, 146 Orchard Street. Come on down. Ask for Matt. Moonshine's on me.